name is Lele,
I am Senzegile.
and welcome to
Meaningful Conversations.
So,
You're always looking at me to
Yes.
introduce.
we agreed on it that you're going to be guiding the conversation, but anyway, perceptions, my friend.
Perceptions. You see, you had perceived that I will start.
No, we discussed it, guys. It wasn't just a perception. It's just that she was thinking about perceptions.
I was thinking about perceptions.
Yeah.
So for me, you hear this word thrown around quite a bit. Perception, presumptuousness.
Yes.
And for me, it got me thinking. Like perceptions are based on, they're not necessarily factual.
True.
Perceptions are based on what my opinion of you is. Actually, now that I'm talking about it, it makes me realize that is what triggers us.
Out with it, my friend. Come on with it. Break
You
it
know?
down.
That is what triggers us. Like, the societal norms and how people perceive certain things, or how they perceive, a girl with natural hair to, sound like or and how you just throw them off guard when you next week have a weave straight. And they're like, I didn't think you liked those. You never asked.
Yeah, it's like what we were talking about earlier, that we come up with these perceptions or boxes or descriptive words, and we're thinking once you say you are, for instance, I'm going to throw it in there, celibate, it means you don't like sex, or you have a bad perception about sex. Or if you say you're Christian, it means you are boring. Or if you say, I'm not saying that everybody thinks so, but I'm just making an example.
Okay.
That earlier on we were just saying that it's an easy way. Like people just want to box you. Like people just just want to figure you out. What are you? How are
Yes.
you? And I just want to know.
Based on how you look, based on how your hair looks like, based on how you
Where to put you.
sound, I need to put you in a certain box so I can be able to manage you.
Or know how to,
Deal with you.
prioritize you, how to deal with you.
So what are the perceptions? Would like to hear from you guys watching. What are the false, or what? Is it false?
Yeah, false perceptions. Sometimes what are things that people have perceived about you that
That
are
are perceived about you, that are true and untrue.
true? Yeah.
For instance, the fact that drum roll, I am going. That's how you like that.
I don't know if you guys will think the same. I don't know if that's what she's perceiving,
Yes.
but there's a perception that I look intimidating, or I have an intimidating look. Is that what you wanted to know?
That is part of it, but there was an extra one that I wanted to add.
I added, you see, perceptions. You can edit, my friend.
Perceptions on people that are older or younger.
Oh, yeah. Age. Okay.
Age.
So with that, what we were talking about earlier, but we've spoken about this quite a number of times, that don't subscribe to a lot of things that I hear. I just go through life and I see how I perceive it, and mostly I'm guided by the scriptures, and I allow the word to guide me in most of the things. I can think something, but if it's not in line with the word, I'm like, oh, well, let's throw it. So for me, that's where wisdom comes from. That's my personal
Absolutely.
wisdom. Okay. And then, but I don't tell people my age when I go out and I meet people, whether men or women. Okay, but we've been meeting a lot of women, so I don't know. So a lot of times when we meet people,
So many layers.
it will be like, for me, I feel like I don't want to tell, not because I'm trying to hide anything, but I feel like if you don't know me, if I haven't already come there and I say, this is me, this is what I do, this is what, it's easier for you to express yourself, to be free, and that's why there's certain information about myself that I'll be like, okay, let me just withhold it just until you ask, so, and I was sharing with you, remember?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, you'll see, if you tell a person your age or what you do or what you don't do, it will affect
the quality of the conversation. And the quality of the quality of what you are going to receive from the person.
Yes. So basically, it could intimidate them or it could encourage them. So for me, I find that if I just reserve some of the stuff, it makes people like, it's like people are more like open to be like, okay, so yeah, this is me, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I receive you as you are, and I'm like, okay. So if you assume that I'm younger than you, then I'm gonna leave it that way. If you're gonna assume that I'm older than you, I'm gonna leave it that way until you ask. I'm gonna listen, because I feel like I love learning. So I'm not gonna limit my learning because of the information that I want to say. Yeah, but I'm not for that as such, just learning. If you share something, it's like from a different person, it's from a different perspective. So I appreciate that. I absolutely love that. So yeah.
Yeah. So for me, what I have learned is that we miss out so much because of the fact that we are guided by perception. And you miss out on the quality of people that you could have ended up liking because they had told you they are the qualities or what you perceive in your mind. Okay, so this person is doing this as a job and they dress like this and that equates to not interested.
Yeah.
And that is really opens my mind a lot. Like, she really assists me because I tend to be that person. That's where she helps me a lot. She's like, stop giving up so much information. Hold up, hold up a minute, and what that has gifted me with is that I've ended up meeting the most interesting people. We ended up having the most amazing experiences because we decided not to box ourselves. We decided, okay, you know what? Because I've decided not to box myself, I also don't want to box people. And you will be, oh my gosh, you will be amazed at how people are gifted with such different talents. And how people's outlooks on life are so different and so refreshing because they will look at life from a different view, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I never thought of it like that, or I've never, observed that situation like that before. That's quite interesting, So yeah, that is what for us has been basically one of the guiding keys, when we go out, we are all interested in perception, and we know, and everybody knows, when you go out, there's a certain way that people will perceive you. And some of us, we know how people perceive us, and we play on that, but we play on that.
She has, like, you can tell, she's got like the most beautiful smile, right? Gorgeous. It just comes across, and she is beautiful. She's just as beautiful as she is on the outside.
Thank you, Sunday. And the same goes. The same goes.
Now, she, like, me on the other hand, when sometimes I get to a place, as much as I'm a little, like, I'm both an extrovert and an introvert. There's a word for that, ambivert.
Okay.
I'm that, right?
It's a what?
Ambivert.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
learned something today.
So now, when I'm in the outside, like my face just literally goes, you know?
Comes from the past life.
I don't know. Maybe it's just those things where
Before the work was done, it has. Yeah.
But maybe it's one of those things that women, sometimes you feel like, "Eish, I don't
To protect yourself.
To protect yourself. But I think I overdid it. I think I overdid it. I overdid
She
it.
does enough for the both of us.
So when we go out, if it's just me and her, even if it's just all of, okay, well, there's we're a group of 5.
Yeah.
So when we go out, right? Remember the other time we went out and literally we were asking about a place, remember?
Yeah.
Those flats.
Yes.
So I'm talking to that there was just he didn't assume, I think he's trying to be funny, and he's like, are you guys dating or whatever, something like that?
Yeah, he was like,
Are you together?
are you a couple?
Are you a couple?
Yeah.
So he was with the other that day, and I said, are you a couple, Baba? And I was like, hi. I'm like, oh, same applies to us.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was joking. Don't be angry. What? And I'm
Because
thinking,
her face just went like.
yeah, because my face just was like gangster, like.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, I was joking. I'm like, no, I got you. I'm cool.
Mm.
And then he's busy thinking, oh, please talk to your friend. Yes, I think she's angry and what. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, she's gone. Like she
I'm out, man.
she was out. She was like, oh, you know what?
Peace.
I'm done.
Done.
I'm gone. And I'm laughing because I'm thinking, he's thinking I'm the one who is like, and I'm still being friendly.
Yeah, no, I can check out.
And she's
Quick.
already checked out. But going back to the perception that just because I look a certain way does not necessarily mean my personality, that I'm probably very unfriendly. What's the other word?
Oh, the perception that
I think too highly of myself.
yeah,
or something like
or
that.
the perception that I've decided, nah, I don't wanna get to know you.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah.
Nah.
And we got that a lot. Like people always, when it's me and her, people are like, hey, how are you?
I'm the entrance
And then
point.
like, what's up with your friend? What's up with your friend? In the meanwhile,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
thinking, y'all don't know. I'm the most friendly.
You probably end this conversation talking to her and
To
I'm
me.
out.
Yeah. Because now
That's
I
what I'm
entertain anyone.
Yeah.
Like I entertain anyone.
You love people, my friend.
Whether
I do too. I just
yeah.
don't have the ability.
Yeah. She checks out too quickly.
Mm.
Not too quickly, but she has a finish, like when she's remember?
I
Once she got to
I observe. I'm the observer.
Yeah, definitely she's the observer.
Yeah, I'll be sitting there and I'll be observing
Mhm.
more than anything.
Mhm.
And she likes to engage. Like when it comes to our friendship, we are like that to each other. You know, because I am the observer. I'm the person that's there and I'm observing, and then she does it so wonderfully because she's able. Like you can open up your whole life and what you've gone through to her. Like I think it's just the talents that God has gifted her with. And I have the ability to like just observe and just be in that moment, and then think to myself, oh wow, that was amazing. Then I will be obviously giving her the detail to the stuff that she missed while she was also going somewhere, because she's a person who's going somewhere always.
Yeah.
She's gotta get there.
Like destination.
Yes, destination.
The driving as well.
Yeah.
Like when I drive, I want to get somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm the one who's gonna be like, did you notice? Oh my gosh. And it's like,
Yeah.
funny. I've driven here a couple of. I've never seen that.
I want to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Like you remember when we were hiking,
Yeah.
and I was like, gotta reach the goal.
Yep. Let's go.
Let's go,
girl.
let's go.
Let's go. And
That time I'm so
behind in
unfit,
that.
guys. But I'm going like, hey,
I'm keeping
my
up.
body, you're not about to let me down.
I'm
Mind-
trying to keep up.
In the meanwhile, no, she wasn't trying to. She's probably more fit than I am. Then she's like on some, oh my gosh, Lily, did you see that insect? I don't even remember the insect. You see how bad I am. She remembers that it was a shongololo.
It was a beautiful, oh my gosh, it was orange and black. I even remember the details.
In the meanwhile, I'm thinking I remember it was an insect. Okay. So she is able to be present. I love that about her. She's able to be present. She's able to remind me of things that I've come across in life and I've dealt with and I've forgotten. I mean, you know, how do you go through the most greatest moments of your life or toughest moments of your life? Yeah, and you forget.
I see people, they will ask her something and then she'll be like, when? And then people look at her like, but it happened to you. How can you forget?
Yeah.
And then you know, in my heart, I feel like just, you know, giving them a look that like, no, she does forget, you know, the intricacies of stuff. You know, even though you will be there, but you are goal orientated. You know, like let's get to the goal. What's the goal?
What's the goal?
Cool. Yeah. Let's get there. I'm gonna get you there.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm the friend that is like, while we getting there, let's just observe the scenery. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, you know. So that is what those are the roles that we play in each other's lives.
Yeah.
But I enjoy that with you. I enjoy the fact that with me, as much as I can be so present and in the moment, I think I get so in the moment that I don't even know how to express it. Right, it's too many feelings and it's too many emotions. It's so, and then she knows how to unpack it and make it a bit clear. Like, okay, is this what you were feeling? Is this what was happening? And I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. You know, like stuff like that. You know, where she's able to, and the beauty about it is that because of the fact that she does that for me, there's a lot of growth in terms of that. I've grown a lot, and especially with my spiritual journey, you know, and also just, you know, like physically and emotionally, I have really grown a lot because, you know, I would have been going through stuff, and because I can't make sense of it, then I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it over there. I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it. I'm gonna leave it over there. Okay. And she's like, no, let's not leave it. Bring it back. Unpack it. What is it? And because of that, you know, it has helped me to grow so much, because, you know, only after you understand what's happening that you can actually start dealing with that, because then you are specific. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is what you happened with my friend, and that is why I've grown. You know, so
wow, that's incredible. Like we have so many things and similarities, and yet we are so different. Like for me, it's not easy to let things go. Like I want, you know, there's something that I'm going through now, and I think I know her. Like I usually be like, okay, I let it go. Then I'm like, actually, I went back there. You know, because like it's difficult for me. It's like if I can't figure it out, it's like, why can't I figure it out? Ish, let me check one more time. You know, and that's why I ask the questions that I ask, and it's not because I know, it's because I'm actually curious. But why do you think you reacted that way? I'm actually curious.
That's the beauty of it. She's curious and she's helping me.
Yes.
Because if she was not curious, I was gonna park it. I was gonna be like, nah, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be one of those things I never dealt with. Don't know how to figure it out, so therefore I'm not gonna entertain it.
Yeah.
You know. But I think it helps even with you as well, because there's certain things I'm like, my friend, just let it go.
Yeah.
it's time.
Yeah.
It's time. Let's just put that down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And just go with that. Like, sometimes I'm envious of her. Like, did you let it go already? How do you do that?
I'm still there.
Like a superpower. You let it go. Okay. How do you know, and when we converse about it, like I like we can disagree, but it's like submarine-ish. And there'll be times when we're sending VNs, and I'll be laughing, I'll be thinking, I know what she thinks. I know her tone. I know when she's like, I don't agree. What? You know? So I know her tone. And also from the messages, like text messages. That's how much I know her. I'm like, no. But I think the love just overshadows everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like
so
we
true.
do get to a point where like, I don't get it.
It's
And,
true.
you know,
It's true.
no, I'm not gonna text her.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I love her, you know.
Yeah.
I'll do it out of love if it was somebody else.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
know?
I think that is one of the things we've also learned. We've learned that not everything is worth having, you know, an agreement
Yeah.
about.
Right or wrong.
You
type of
don't,
thing.
and you don't always have to be in agreement to
Yeah.
to get each other,
Yeah.
you know. And yeah, so that is the beauty about our friendship. So that's a bit of an intro on who we are, you know. But there's much more, obviously, to who we are. So you'll find it out as we continue with our series. The biggest thing that we want to bring across is bringing those aspects and elements of our relationship and hoping that it will also assist, you know, someone else out there to be able to look into parts, you know, of your life or and feel like, wow, what? Hold up a minute, you know. Actually, this is something that I don't know why I am triggered to act a certain way, you know. And you know, would like to hear from you with great friendships and the differences in your friendships and what makes the friendship so beautiful and so, you know, so nurturing. Because since we've been in each other's lives, we've grown considerably, considerably, and I think it's a direct impact. It's the it's affected or what? It's hard.
You know, guys, we're not about to cut this video because of school,
But
it's been very fruitful.
Yeah.
It's been edifying. It's
edifying.
been,
Yeah.
like, you know, what I appreciate about the friendships that I have now is that I don't have to compromise myself.
Yep.
I don't have to pretend. You know, it's not perfect all the time. You know, sometimes as a human being, you go through stuff and you feel like you want to hide yourself and you want to withhold yourself from people who love you. You know, and that's not a good thing. But not all the time. Sometimes you do need that time alone. But what I love about this, and we do have other friends, you know, hopefully we'll have them here on some other time.
There's 5 of us and we are all different.
Yeah. So
but we get out like a house on fire.
You know, so
Is
you
it
never
is
have
it the
to.
right, is it the right? Did I use the
It's fine. As long as the community they got it, what we intended to see.
like
Got it.
you know, we tights.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't feel like you need to exist in a friendship where you cannot be yourself or where you cannot express yourself as yourself. You know, it is possible for you to find people who will accept you just as you are, and where you'll be able to grow and receive love and support, and know that no one's gonna go and talk about you behind your back, and to get to a point where you are comfortable that if they talk about you,
You
it's
ask
for
them.
your own good, you know, and they're gonna tell you.
They actually like, so we were talking about you. Why do you do this?
We're talking about you, and we were saying this about you.
This is what we were saying about you.
And, you know,
Why do you do
we
that?
why do you do that?
Why do you do that?
And we love you.
And then it becomes the joke.
It becomes a joke. So this is a platform where we're really going to share about our friendship, about our perception, and various other topics.
Various other topics. One of the most interesting thing that we're always on is purpose. You know, is purpose. Why we exist. You know, And I think being in the lockdown has probably brought that home for a lot of people. Like, yeah. So if I don't have a job that I'm constantly driving to, you know, the red rays kind of halted for a minute, you know, and a lot of people had to be in a space where you do some introspection, you know, reflection, you know. So this is something that we're on all day a day. Like, that's what we are constantly having discussions about, you know. Purpose, you know. Why do we exist? Why are we here? You know, and we realize also that that is part of the reason why we've grown so much, because when you are in a relationship that allows you to be yourself, you become authentically yourself, and therefore because of that you are more freer, and it allows you to just enjoy life, and it becomes much more sweeter, you know.
And sometimes it takes another human being to bring out that stuff, the gem in you, the good stuff from you. You know, it takes.
That's true.
Human relationships are very,
Very important.
for growth.
Genuine human relationships.
Yeah,
And they exist
they exist
in
guys.
Johannesburg.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you specifically where.
Yeah, but we are right here.
Yeah,
In Johannesburg. Yeah.
yeah.
So stick around, man. There's gonna be a whole lot of other things that we are going to unpack. Please do comment, because then it guides us in terms of, you know, what you are interested in, and in terms of what we have to share, because you know, we can be speaking on purpose, but then it could be coming from different aspects, you know. It could be, okay, I think this is my purpose, but then what's the point of it all, you know. So share with us, and share about your friendships. We want to hear about that. It's so encouraging to know that
all the stuff, all the crazy stuff, all the good stuff,
and
all
not
the
just
bad
sisters,
stuff.
you know.
Yeah,
Guys, please share. You would
please.
really be encouraged to hear about, you know, guys who are having friendships that have gone through trials and been tested, and you know, and they've grown from it, and what they've picked up from each other, you know. Let's grow. Let's become a community that supports and encourages growth, well-being, you know.
Yeah. It's been real on Meaningful Conversations, and we'll see you again next time.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Please do subscribe. You know it will encourage us. And click the notifying bell.
Yeah.
And also, you know, we've got more that we would like to share with you. So we do blog.
Yeah.
And also we've got other social platforms where you can be able to see the different sides to us, and how we roll,
who we are,
and yeah,
who we're not,
I don't take a lot of pictures,
and we're not. But that's gonna change. Two of our friends are changing that. We do, when they're around, we do take pictures.
Yes.
But yeah, guys, it's difficult to even say goodbye, but it's been real. Thank you so much for watching until the end.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.